Welcome to this edition of the SKNIS Week in Review, where we recap major activities of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Coming up, Prime Minister and Senior Minister honored by UWI. Tripartite delegation participates in regional ILO conference. Carnival Cruise Ship Horizon makes inaugural port call, and CFBC holds inaugural capping and striping ceremony for 15 nurses. Those stories and more are next on the SKNIS Week in Review for the period October 5 to 11, 2018. Hello and welcome. Prime Minister Dr. The Honourable Timothy Harris and Senior Minister The Honourable Vance Emery were among some 70 past students of the University of the West Indies who were duly recognized by the regional institution for having excelled in their respective career paths. The ceremony to honor the university's 70 outstanding alumni was held on Wednesday at the Quadrangle on the main campus of UWI Cave Hill in Barbados. It formed part of UWI's celebratory activities being held in recognition of its 70th anniversary of service and leadership across the region.
University has been a critical part of my life, my professional development. To have them recognize that I have been an outstanding alumnus of the university is for me a single honor, and I wish that the university could go from strength to strength.
It is an honor for me to have been recognized by the university, and I want to thank all the persons, all the professors who had any part in my training here at the University of Cave Hill, and for those people with whom I worked over the years in the different areas of endeavor, in education, in banking, in the public service, and then in the politics.
St. Kitts and Nevis' Minister of Labour, the Honourable Vance Emery, supported the need for greater social dialogue in the decision-making process while attending a recent one-day high-level tripartite meeting that was convened in Panama under the theme Selected Key Topics for the Future of Work in the Caribbean. Ministers of Labour and social partners from the 13 member states under the International Labour Organization or ILO Office for the Caribbean attended the meeting. Honourable Emery cited the successful good governance agenda model used in St. Kitts and Nevis to reinforce the need for an open and broad consultative process at the regional level.
At the national level, the Prime Minister often engages in discussions on matters of crime, matters of economic policy with the social partners. And I believe it is one of those matters which we need to see as so important, because were we to deny or not to accept it, it could be detrimental for us in the region. So I really want to support the call for social dialogue to be an integral part of what we do within the region.
Senior Minister Emery was supported at the high-level meeting by Ron Dublin Collins, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labour, Shernell James, Commissioner of the Department of Labour, Brenda John, Executive Director of the St. Kitts and Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and Joseph O'Flaherty, President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Trades and Labour Union. Key stakeholders from the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport in St. Kitts and the Vance Emery International Airport in Nevis successfully completed a 4-day training aimed at ensuring safety and security at the ports. The training concluded on October 12 and was a joint operation between the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Eastern Caribbean Civil Aviation Authority, and the Caribbean Aviation Security and Oversight System. It is the first training of its kind in the Caribbean. Royston Griffin, head of the local Civil Aviation Department, stressed the need for safety and security at local airports.
We as a government, as a people, have a responsibility to ensure that the safety not only of passengers, but the entire operation. If there is a problem, it could affect our economy, our tourism product, and the citizens as a whole. So as a state, we have to do whatever it takes and ensure that we comply with all international standards and recommended practices.
The reputation of St. Kitts and Nevis as an excellent port of call for cruise liners continues to grow. On Wednesday, Carnival's newest ship, Carnival Horizon, docked at Port Zante on its maiden voyage to the Twin Island Federation. A contingent of high-level tourism officials and partners went aboard the ship to welcome the captain and crew and, of course, the passengers, and participated in a plaque exchange ceremony. Caroline Henry Morton is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Tourism.
We are very, very happy to have you and your crew and your 3,000 plus, I think, passengers.
4,500.
4,500. And it would appear to me that practically everybody got off this morning. Yeah, we are very happy for that. We saw quite a number of persons disembarking, and that is always a very positive sight for us. Obviously, there's something in St. Kitts that you love, yeah, and we love having you.
On Friday, October 5, 15 nursing students at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College participated in the first ever capping and striping ceremony under the Bachelor of Science program in nursing. The symbolic rite of passage signals that the students will be formally recognized by other members of the health fraternity. The theme for the ceremony was New Horizons, New Beginnings, and the Dean of the Division of Health Sciences, Dr. Rondalyn Dennis Bradshaw, said the nursing department has come a long way.
Many of you have heard the saying, from small beginnings come great things. This couldn't ring truer for the nursing department within the Health Science Division. From our modest beginnings in the classroom at the JNF General Hospital to our current site at the CFBC from 1999, we have grown, evolved, and oftentimes challenged the limits of the practice of nursing each step along the way. This ceremony today is a demonstration of new beginnings as we endeavor to conquer and surpass new horizons in the training of nursing professionals and nurse leaders.
The Ministry of Posts in St. Kitts and Nevis has organized a month of activities to mark the international observance of World Post Day, which is celebrated annually on October 9. During an address to mark World Post Day, Minister responsible for Post, the Honorable Ian Patches Liburd, acknowledged the growing use of computers, smart devices, and social media in facilitating communication, but said the Post Office remains relevant in this digital age.
Postal services may be deemed slow, but sadly, millions are living without a dedicated postal address. Post offices remain relevant across the world as they provide the same opportunity for everyone to be reached. They are a valuable communication link. In the midst of frustration and confusion resulting from a natural disaster, when technological disruptions are inevitable, the post office offers the most reliable method of finding people.
And finally, over 100 older persons in the Federation marched through the streets in Charlestown, Nevis, as part of activities for the month of older persons. A number of students also shared in the march to show their support. The march started from the Longstone Wall to the El Comido T. Willett Park, where the older persons were treated to lunch and entertainment. Acting Director in the Department of Social Services and Community Development in St. Kitts, Ann Wigley, said the collaboration between both islands has been excellent over the years.
I would like to say thank you to all the seniors who are here, especially my group from St. Kitts, who I was chalking 74, but I am now at 80 something. So give them a round of applause. I am quite happy to be here as usual. I think the director mentioned how long we are married, but I think she missed 2 years. So it is over 17 years that we are really going back and forth together.
That's all for this edition of the SKNIS Week in Review. I'm Ian Richards. So long.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.